Hey everybody that watches, coming back with the second dashboard here for scrims. The first one, if any, for whoever watched, was like a static dashboard, so it just showed an overall view of all the stats, but you couldn't like narrow it down to maps or anything specific. So after I made that, I saw the huge flaws in it and what I would want to improve. So I think I made a lot of improvements between that one and this one. So one thing I'll say starting off is I got to record on a different computer, so I didn't want to mess around with the settings. So this fits on my screen. I probably need to go in and set it so that it like fits on one page regardless of whatever screen it's on. But anyway, so made this updated version compared to the last one where it's completely interactive in terms of one map selection and then a month selection, depending on what you're looking for. And then we also have the year to date. So, like, if you only want to see the map for January, which we're looking at for Cafe on all this fake data, then this is only for this month so far. But then if we want to look at year to date, you can see everything updates um, based on that selection, right? So that's kind of the idea I was going for. I realized like, or well, I guess I already understood it going into this that I wanted to make it this way where it's only one map selection because it's just a scrim tracker. Um, so it's not like a game day tracker. If I was to do a game day tracker, then I would make it so you could select multiple maps, multiple months, and then probably like a head-to-head thing. So where your team's information is on one side and then the other team's information is on the other side based on what you're selecting. But I probably, yeah, I guess it would just be maps and then the team because, the month's not going to matter. It's just maybe you could break it down into stages or something. But anyway, so getting into this one, so we already understand our selections are up here in the top left based on what we want to see. Then this one here is actually static. It doesn't change unless we go in and put new data in that sheet there. But this I thought was nice just to have like an idea of how you're doing on each map for attack and defense. So this doesn't change unless new data is added, but it doesn't update based on this selection. So you just can always see that. But then moving down, we'll just go left to right. So moving here, we have our trade info. So I put it as 10 seconds for trading for the opening kill. And then, so they have, in terms of Cafe year to date for this make believe team, they have 75 yeses. So if they got killed on the opening death, then they traded it back 75 times. 87 no's. And then here at the 17% mark, that's based on this total rounds here. So um, that's how we get that 17. So out of the 432 rounds of all the opening deaths, they've only traded 75 for that 70 or 17%. Moving down here, we have the average kill time and players remaining. Again, all this updates based on the map. I'll click through it in a little bit after I go through this, but average kill time. So on this map, the average kill time for this team is a minute 26 seconds, and then their average player remaining for rounds is 1.3, 1.4. All right, and then in type, uh, pretty basic elimination, plant, diffuse, time. This is how many times they've happened out of those 432 rounds, and this is the percentages of how they ended, like how each round ends for this team. Up here we have, which we've already kind of looked at, is the total breakdown. So total rounds. Next one is rounds one, the RW, rounds lost, RL, defensive rounds, defensive wins, attack rounds, and attack wins. Okay. And then plant breakdown. So then we have the chart here. So this is plant confirmed for our team, plant attempted, uh, what's it called? Enemy attempt, enemy plant, and then up here we have the plant or post plant win percentage. So whenever this team, hypothetical team plants, they win 86% of the time. Whenever, and then the next one next to it is the enemy plant diffused. So whenever the enemy team plants, this team is 25% successful in diffusing that, right? Next to it, we have just the basic breakdown of opening kills, opening deaths. So out of this whole, cafe year to date, they've had, you could see 192 kills for opening kills, 240 opening deaths. It's pretty bad. Then we have opening kills and opening deaths on defense, and then opening kills and opening deaths on attack. Um, did this chart here. Not sure how I feel about it. I think it's interesting for this. You got the opening kill defense. Each one for attack and defense, right? So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I just thought it added an interesting factor. And this is just a personal project, so just wanted to try some stuff out, see how it looks, how it works, all that good stuff. So anyway, and then we have down here the opening kill, opening death by player. So then you can see the breakdown. So the blue, as you can see here, is the opening kills, and then the purple, pinkish color is opening deaths. And then, so we have opening kills, opening deaths for each player. And then down here we have the percentages of like participation in opening kill, opening death. However, whatever you want to talk about it or phrase it. But that 34% is based off of the 432 rounds. They're all this combined, so this guy's 34% likely to be in the opening engagement for this team, which is the highest compared to the rest. So that's what that is. Then over here, like I said, sorry I had to scroll over, but so here we have site breakdown per map. Um, so you can see we are, based on our selection, we have cafe. Here are the sites that populate uh, for cafe, and then we have defense. This is how many times they've played each site, how many times they won the site. Same thing for attack, and then we have the percentage breakdown here. And then this one, these two graphs I thought were really cool, but it's the defense strat breakdown and attack strat breakdown. So you can see here for Cafe, this team has two defensive strats, and then this is the top number, which is the purplish pink bar. I should have looked up what that color was called, so I don't have to keep saying that. But anyway, that tells the number of times that they've played each of these strategies, and then below it in this blue bar that fills up based on the percentage of their win or lose on that strategy. So we could say that their Mike Delta 1 strategy has been played 30 times and it's 70% successful when they play it. Whereas over here we could see that their mining fireplace Oscar strategy here has been played 12 times, but it's only 25% successful. So then that's where we can kind of identify where how our strategies are doing, and then based on that, we can either get rid of the strategy, we can adjust the strategy to try and see if we can get it, a better percentage on it, whatever options you're looking for. But this tells, how many times you played it and then the percentage of success that you've had. So I think that's pretty cool. I like the layout of it. Um, Definitely pretty cool. And then same thing down here, you have the attack version. So this is the attack strategies. You can see that they're different. So I've named this one Mike Delta 1, and then this one is Mike Alpha 1 for attack 1, defense 1. So that's just, they're just make-believe stuff. This could be tailored to any team that I would like let use it or whatever. So I could change the name of the strategies if you have names for strategies. I can, if the team has more than two strategies, I can add, let's say the team has four strategies for this site, then I could add it so there would be four bars. I just, because this is make believe, I didn't want to go that in depth with it. Um, it's just a personal project. So, anyway, I thought those are really cool because I think that's really something important to track for your team through scrims, success. There's other things I could add to this, and that's stuff that I realized going through it, like what kind of different kinds of stats I could look at. But I ultimately decided, since this is just a personal project and I'm going to post it on YouTube, that I'm not going to go that in depth in it. So it's just like a basic, I'd say a little bit above basic from compared to stuff that I've seen from other people, but um, it's not super crazy or anything. So I'll click through a couple things here just so you can see the data changes based on, the criteria. So here's Chalet. You can see everything updates, different strategies, different percentages. Um, everything, is different. And then we could click, January, whatever. Doesn't matter. Year to date's gonna have the most stats though, so you can kind of see. But you can see here too, average kill time, players remaining changes based on month. So we can see here that they averaged for January a minute 31 seconds, had a pretty bad player remaining, and then now the time had gone down. Anyway, so I think it's pretty overall way above the expectations of what I was expecting it to be when I started out. But I'm pretty happy with it. Some things I would change, um, but it's fine. It's all learning process. And that see that this is why it's interesting to me. Um, again, not sure how I feel about it, like if I still like it or not, but I think it's interesting because it goes based off of each map, each site, or not map. Sorry, site. Each map. So this is a Oregon's good for them, but what was it? Chalet. Yeah, Chalet's really bad. So anyway, I thought it was interesting as like addition to the visuals. But anyway, so that's all I got. I just wanted to show this off. If really appreciate if anybody shares this because I think it's pretty cool. I don't see anything else like this out there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Maybe the colors are too dark, whatever. Colors could be changed based on team, um, whatever. I could just tailor this per team, but this is just a make believe. Oh, I guess I'll show this too before I go. Is just a raw data sheet. It's just a bunch of make believe um, info. I got over 2,000 records in here that I just like copy and pasted all this stuff just so you could see um, how it's all, looks. And then all that info is calculated and then shows up here like this. So, anyway, thanks for your time. Hope you like the way it looks. Enjoy your day.